In this video, we will see an example for a vector space. Let us see the step-by-step procedure of showing R2 space satisfying 10 axioms of a vector space under standard vector addition and standard scalar multiplication. Standard operation in Rn space. Let u vector and v vector be elements of Rn and let C be a scalar. Then vector addition is defined as u vector plus v vector. Component wise we have to add. So u1 plus v1, comma u2 plus v2, etc. un plus vn. That means the left hand side is the sequence of numbers u1, u2, etc. un, and v vector v1, v2, etc. vn. We have to add component wise. Scalar multiplication. C times u vector, that is C times u1, u2, etc. un is nothing but C u1, comma C u2, etc. C un. This is the standard operation defined in Rn space. For the example we had chosen R2 space, the vector addition and scalar multiplication is defined in the same way. Each vector is having only two components because the vectors are taken in R2 space. Procedure to verify the set as a vector space. Step 1. Identify the set V of objects that will become vectors. Step 2. Identify the vector addition and scalar multiplication operations on V. Step 3. As a first step, we have to verify closure under addition and closure under scalar multiplication by checking the axioms 1 and 6. If any one fails, then V cannot be a vector space. Step 4. After verifying axiom 1 and axiom 6 for closeness, we have to verify the remaining 8 axioms one by one. Though some of the axioms looks very obvious, it is always a good practice to verify each and every axioms to check whether the defined non-empty set of object behaves as a vector space or not. Verify that R2 is a vector space under standard operations. In other words, we have to show that the non-empty set V under the defined vector addition and scalar multiplication satisfies 10 axioms of vector space. Here V is a non-empty set of vectors x1, x2. I am taken in the column form. The components x1, x2 belongs to R1 space, and addition is defined as x1, x2 plus y1, y2 is equal to x1 plus y1, x2 plus y2. Scalar multiplication is defined as alpha times x1, x2 equal to alpha x1, alpha x2. So step 1, we have identified the objects. Step 2, we have defined the vector addition and scalar multiplication for the objects we have considered. Axiom 1. Closure under vector addition. For any v1, v2, w1, w2 in R, the sum v vector plus w vector gives v1 plus w1 as first entry in the column vector, v2 plus w2 as the second entry in the column vector. So the resulting sum is a column vector with two real entries. So u vector plus v vector is in R2. Capital V is closed under vector addition. Our V is nothing but R2. So R2 space is closed under vector addition. Axiom 2. V vector plus W vector equal to W vector plus V vector. So we are using the defined vector addition. Since we know R is a vector space, it satisfies all the 10 axioms. I can very well swap V1 plus W1 as W1 plus V1. Similarly, V2 plus W2 as W2 plus V2. Rearranging, we end up with W vector plus V vector. So R2 space is satisfying the axiom 2 under the vector addition defined here and scalar multiplication defined here. Similarly, we can check axiom 3. First we are adding U, V and W. We end up with this. Then we are adding with U vector. Since V1, W1, U1 belongs to R, it is a vector space. It satisfies the associative property. Therefore, we are able to rearrange the elements in the column vector like this. Again rearranging, we end up with V vector plus W vector plus U vector. Axiom 3 is satisfied. Axiom 4. V vector plus 0 vector equal to V vector for any V vector in R2. Here the 0 vector is what? The element which when added with any element V vector should give you the same V vector. What is that 0 vector in R2? That 0 vector is 0, 0. So which when added with V1, V2 results in V1, V2. So for R2 space, the 0 vector is 0, 0. Axiom 5. For every V vector in R2, there is minus V vector such that V vector plus minus V vector equal to 0 vector. Our 0 vector here is 0, 0. For any V1, V2 in R, we have minus V1 minus V2 plus V1, V2, which when added under vector addition operation leads you 0 vector. So the first vector is the desired additive inverse of the second. So minus V vector is the additive inverse of V vector. Axiom 6. R is any scalar. R times V vector belongs to R square. It means we are checking whether the non-empty set V is closed under scalar multiplication. For R, V1, V2 in R, the vector space, we have R times V1, V2 equal to R, V1, R, V2. Therefore, V is closed under scalar multiplication. Axiom 7. R plus S into V1, V2. R, S are scalars. This dot is not the dot product. Some authors will use dot explicitly to denote the scalar operation defined in the vector space. So this dot can be shown explicitly or we can write without this dot also. Don't confuse this dot as a dot product. Now R plus S times V1 is the first entry in column. R plus S times V2 is the second entry in the column vector. You can rearrange RV1 plus SV1 or V2 plus SV2. We will end up with R times V1 V2 plus S times V1 V2. Axiom 8. Same way, R times V1 plus W1 R times V2 plus W2 can be rewritten in this form. Again rearranging R times V1 V2 plus R times W1 W2, or we can write without this dot as I have mentioned earlier. Don't confuse this with dot product. It denotes the scalar multiplication defined in the vector space. Axiom 9 is also obvious. Rs times v1 v2 is Rs times v1 Rs times v2. Again rearranging, we will end up with R times S times v1 v2, or we can write simply like this without the dot. The last axiom, 1 times v vector equal to v vector for every v vector in R2. This property is called as multiplicative inverse. So 1 times v1 v2 can be written as 1 times v1 and 1 times v2, since v1 is a member of R, a vector space. 1 times v1 is equal to v1 in R. Therefore we got the first element as v1. Second element is also a member in capital R. Therefore 1 times v2 is v2. So we got 1 v vector equal to v vector for every v in R2. So all the 10 axioms are satisfied by the non-empty set V. Since 10 axioms of vector space are satisfied for every element in R2, that is our capital V, and every scalar in R, the set capital V, also called as R2, is a vector space, and the elements in R2 are called as vectors. Hope you are comfortable in verifying 10 axioms of the vector space. Thank you.